In this little cup I have the most venomous spider native to Croatia, and basically my entire life I was trying to find it, and especially since after I got this channel I went on multiple nature adventures just specifically to find this spider. Always unsuccessful, but as you can see, last nature adventure had a different outcome. And the spider that we are talking about is of course a black widow, specifically a Mediterranean black widow. The scientific name is a mouthful, but I will try to pronounce it hopefully correctly. It is Latrodectus tredecimguttatus. I'm gonna of course take her outside where you can have a better look, but as you can see I also brought one egg-sac. It is currently the end of the season for black widows, and especially this specimen looks pretty beat up, so I don't expect that it will live for long, but we are going to set up a nice enclosure for it, and hopefully it will make a nice nest where we will be able to feed her at least once. It is a female, of course, because there's an egg sac, and she's actually missing her left two legs, if you can see that. But as I said, I will take her out and you will see her better once I set up the enclosure. But I already found her with those two legs missing. In case you didn't watch the nature adventure video, I highly recommend it. It is like a half an hour long video showing you how surprisingly hard for me was to find her. I had to do a lot of trekking across a rough terrain, a lot of climbing, but on the same location, on the same spot, I was also able to find Tarantula, the wool spider that all tarantulas got their name from. And of course you can also see them in the nature adventure video, so it will be linked in the description. I highly suggest you to watch, because it was my favorite nature adventure in Croatia, because my most favorite nature adventure was in Arizona in US, where together with my friends we actually found a wild tarantula in nature. That was an awesome nature adventure. I can also maybe link that if I remember. Anyhow, at first I wanted to make like a proper setup in glass enclosure for her, but since, as I said, she won't be living that long, I gave up on that idea and I will just house her in this acrylic dark den enclosure with front opening, available at the web shop. And this is just a quick public announcement. I received a lot of emails, not a lot of, but a surprising amount of emails from people that ordered these enclosures, how their enclosures came blurry and with scratches, but they didn't realize that they actually need to remove the protective foil. So in case you order these enclosures, make sure to remove the protective foil, because it is there to protect the plexiglass from scratching while the enclosure is being built and shipped to you. So yeah, once you remove the protective foil, you see it is super clear and without any major scratches. Link to the web shop is of course in the description. And there are different sizes of acrylic enclosures. See, this is how it's supposed to look. And I plan to set up this enclosure a bit differently than how I set up the other widow enclosures. I don't know if you watched my recent videos, but I acquired some different widow species. All of them basically got some substrate and some branches to web around their web. But for this widow, I observed how they actually live in nature. And in nature, they live among cracks in the rocks or in between the rocks. So I want to try and simulate that in this enclosure. Although there is not a lot of room inside, so I hope that I will manage to squeeze everything in. And even though I will do my best, I will for sure... Oh, I'm already starting. I will for sure scratch the enclosure. I need to break it a bit, but these are flat rocks, so in theory this should be relatively easy. Let's check if that was enough. Oh yeah. Look at that, let's go! Sweet! I will also try to push substrate in between the rocks, so it will look better, but also at the same time it should keep the rock in place better. Maybe I should add this rock? Oh no, I wasn't recording! I switched the battery and forgot to press record. Hopefully you were able to see on this camera what I was talking about. God damn, so another rock here, another one like this. These packs of rocks, I'm just gonna dump them in for a texture, and then this should be basically like a roof, something like that. Too straight to be like a naturalistic look. Maybe I can play with this crack a bit more. Is this look that I'm looking for? I'm not sure, but I will go with it for now. And here it is. It is not completely as I imagined it, but it is really nice. Now the spider will have like the corner inside on top or on the left where it can hide, and also it will be able to squeeze here behind. So overall I think that she should be happy, and This is definitely the heaviest acrylic enclosure ever. It is basically as heavy as an empty glass enclosure. Crazy. So now all that is left to do is to add the spider, and I will try to get her out in front first, so hopefully I will be able to record her, but also in the same time there is the exec that she's trying to protect, I assume, so I'm not sure how this will go. She did go now on the wrong side. I want to get her to go to the exec, you see? Yeah, just like that. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That web is so strong. No, don't go back. Please just stay with your exec. No. Thankfully she's not fast when she is off her web. Okay, yeah, just like that. Stay there. Her web is crazy. And she decided to climb. I'm hoping that she knows where her exec is and that she will go back to it and pull it up somewhere here on top when she builds the web. But here she is in all her glory. Her abdomen is really shivered, and that is because she didn't have the proper meal after she made those execs, I assume. I'm gonna leave her now for a few days, and once she builds her web and makes it like proper height, then we will attempt to hide her. So one quick time jump, and now let's hope that this part of the video won't have any technical difficulties. And of course, let's see if this old lady still got it. I'm gonna open the enclosure and hopefully she will still stay outside. Okay, so far so good. You see, with web in place, we can observe her really nice. Check how front legs are really long. Oh. And it seems like the fact that she doesn't have those two legs, it poses no problems for her. Okay, let's drop a roach now. And I have one relatively big one, so I'm hoping that her web is sticky. I will place it on top. Ooh, she's already reacting. Oh, no, it is not really that sticky. Damn, where did the... Look at this. The roach is right there. But maybe he will get tangled in her web or something. Hopefully there is not a lot of places for him to hide, and if he goes up, yeah, just like that, then he will maybe reach her web, or nope, it looks like I will need to grab him. Ah, he now went up. Oh, and also I forgot to acknowledge, you see she pulled the exec up. So even though the exec was at first down, as she built her web, she went down and picked it up. And now I'm kind of sad that I didn't set my camera to record that, to record a time lapse of her building a web. Yeah, that was a mistake, right? Oh, she reacted, but I don't see the roach now. I think that she's aware that the prey is moving around her web. Yeah, look where he is. Sneaky roach. So I think that I will just grab another one and I will crush it a bit so he cannot escape that easily, because I want to record it now. And she definitely looks eager for a meal. Hopefully second attempt will work. Oh, nope. You see, I'm so surprised how her web is not as sticky as I would expect. Did she try to grab my tweezers? There we go. Attempt number 3. Will she grab it now or not? The roaches are either moving too much or too little. It seems like there is no in between. And again, I need to change the battery because it will die any second now, and hopefully... No, she's moving now. I must not forget to press record again. There, I didn't forget. Let me poke this roach a bit. Yes, that is your prey. Come on, grab it. What is she doing? You need to grab this roach. Oh. Seriously, man. Are you kidding me? It always surprises me how in nature they manage to catch anything. But you could see in Nature Adventure video where I caught this female, she actually had huge beetle in her web. I mean, not in her web, but we could see a big shiny beetle leftovers. So she managed to catch that, and now she was struggling with half-dead Lateralis roach. What is that? But this is now a nice opportunity for some macro. macro lens action. There we go. Yeah, and if you compare her with previous widows that we fed recently, that we fed in other feeding video, this one is definitely more sluggish and not as agile as other ones. Oh, but this shot is nice. I will try to get even closer. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that was the bite. And she's going for more. It will be nice to see a footage of her abdomen before and after she eats this roach. Will it get full as I expect? Okay, I've been waiting for a while and so far she didn't, or is she doing it right now? I just wanted to say how she didn't detach prey from the web and move it somewhere safer like other widows did. In a recent widow feeding video, you know, I have a bunch of other widows and all of them, after killing the prey, they will detach it from the web and move it all the way up in the corner of their web. But maybe she's doing it right now. You see, yeah, she was biting her web. I don't know, but if I want to make a time-lapse of her eating this roach and getting her abdomen fatter and fatter, I need to know where she will take this roach so I can set up the camera. Yeah, that's the idea. But she is definitely busy now, webbing the roach more, and you see biting him more. And I think that she will, after she's done with that, detach it from this spot and bring it more somewhere over there in the corner. Yeah, let's just wait and see. But man, you gotta love those red dots on her abdomen. They really make the job of distinguishing this species super easy. Okay, it looks like this is the spot where she will actually eat the roach. So yeah, I will just connect my camera to an outside power source and let it roll. That was pretty good, right? Even though during time-lapse her abdomen was turned to the other side, you could still see visually how it is increasing. Not as dramatically as I expected, to be honest, but still it was definitely visible. And if we compare the clip before the feeding and then quickly switch to a clip after the feeding, you can visually see how the abdomen is bigger and not so wrinkled as it was originally. Now I'm really curious to see how long she will actually live, because I was reading the comments from Nature Adventure video and some of you wrote that maybe it is the cold that kills them, which makes them actually seasonal. But now, since in the dark then it is not cold, maybe she will live a bit longer. We will definitely see. Yeah, we will definitely see that. And it is interesting that she didn't eat the entire roach, you see. There is like a bit of left over and it looks like there is still some juice left inside, so she had an option to eat even more, but she decided not to eat. But there is also that other roach inside of her enclosure, so maybe she will manage to catch him eventually. Now, a couple of quick macro shots and then we can basically finish this video. But don't go yet, because I have some fan mail here, so we need to check that out. Let's get some of these sweet close-ups. Here you can actually see that her abdomen is still a bit wrinkled. It is not completely smooth. So it means that she can still eat more, or maybe because she was pregnant and had a ton of eggs inside of her abdomen, maybe that stretched her abdomen a lot and now it is like that. You know, something like stretch marks. And can I get a nice shot of her? Yes, thank you. No, just stay there. Come on, stop moving. You can actually see the line of silk going out of her spinnerets. And I wanted to get a close-up of her spinnerets, but if only she would turn once again. But at least we can see those red dots really good, right? This is such a pretty black widow. I'm so happy that I finally got her. Anyhow, now let me open the fan mail. You see, I have one big package and 2 letters. First, let's see the letters. And by the way, I finally once again have a fan mail address and this is it. If you want to send me something, this is the address that you can use. Although check the description for the confirmation and also for all the details in regards to that. First, let me open this letter. I already opened it, as you can see, because it looked so like it is something official, and I didn't at first realize that it is an actual fan letter. It is from Tiziano from Switzerland. Thank you for your letter, and he asked if I think that all of my tarantulas that I had for such a long time, do I think if they recognize me in any way? And honestly, I don't think that's the case. I never noticed anything that would suggest otherwise, and you can see that their brains, they are really primitive and they function basically only on instincts. At least that is what it seems like to me. Now what do we have here? Oh, I hope that this is still alive. You see, someone sent me some sweet looking plants. Some tiny plants, but I don't see a name in the letter, and I removed it from the package because I don't want to accidentally dox someone's address. So I don't know from who this is, but this came from Germany, and the person that sent me said that I can just place this inside any humid enclosure and that it will create like a lush ground cover. So I will definitely add this into Junglarium. Just need to think where. And also you say that you believe I have some Martzgravia species in one of my enclosures and I can place the cuttings in Junglarium. I'm not really sure which plant is that. Let me just Google it. This plant, yeah, I used to have it in the Metallica's enclosure, but since I was simulating the rain season and dry season, during dry season it unfortunately fully dried out. But I placed some cuttings in the enclosure where I had crabs, but over there was plenty of humidity, although on top I had a lot of pothos growing, so it was creating shade on the place where this plant was growing, so it really didn't do that well, and I actually moved it in Junglarium where it is actually now starting to develop. Kinda. Let me show you. This is the plant that I believe you are talking about. Before I placed it in the Junglarium, all of that was fully wrinkled and small, and this is fresh grow, and also I have it a bit here and I believe here. So yeah, with time it will grow and develop. So good observation, and thank you for the suggestion. But while we are on the subject of Junglarium, I can also add some of these on the substrate. I just dump it there, right? Something like this, huh? I just put it there and hopefully it should grow, right? Yeah, I guess we will see. And also I can put this somewhere else, but I need to figure out where. Now let's open this big box. If you're following my videos for a while, you probably have seen a package from Kenya and her family, because during last few years, I mean last 5 or 6 years, she sent me a couple of packages, and as soon as she spotted that I have new fan mail address, she immediately sent me something. So let's check out what it is. A lot of packing materials that if you order one of those acrylic enclosures, you will probably get that in the package, because ever since I'm sending them, I'm saving all the package materials. I need a lot of package materials. What do we have here? Are those another Legos? It looks like it. Legos! More Legos! And more Legos! I assume this is for Erika. Technically she will need to wait 2 more years, but I already let her to play with some of Legos since she stopped putting stuff in her mouth. Although I wouldn't trust her fully with that. And candy! A spider. Perfect for Christmas tree. You guessed it, spider, also for Christmas tree. Nice. So let me guess. For Erika, for me, and for Maya, right? Let me check the letter. Yep, I was right. And yeah, Mickey is popular in Croatia, and Erika is familiar with all main Disney characters, especially Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So thank you for that. And of course, as your kids asked, I will continue calling this spider Jerry. As I said, Jerry will go to our Christmas tree. Thank you for all the stuff. Thank you so much. We will enjoy setting up the Legos and snacks just like you are enjoying these videos. Anyhow, rest of you, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and sometimes live stream on Sunday. So yeah, see you again pretty soon. Bye.